Hi everyone.
Hello，大家好。
So I got a request from Danny to be a little bit nicer, so I'll try to be a little bit nicer if I
Okay,
can.
we will see.
Okay, so let's try to figure out if we can remember how the author finished the last chapter.
Chapter 2?
Yeah, I don't want to look back.
Oh.
I want you to think. How did he end the last chapter?
Oh, let me think. I remember Anna observed everybody.
Yeah, very good. How did she observe? What the picture on your mind of how she did stuff?
Just like
a foreman.
a foreman,
Right.
just like a swing.
Right, a mill. Right?
A mill.
Yeah.
And then he tried to make
she checks
sure
everything.
each group,
Right.
they don't talk too much, but they don't be silent.
Correct. Yes.
And
she would do what to make that happen?
She will arrange.
Yeah, she'll like maybe move one person here to there. Yes.
And she need to especially look for the Pierre.
Why?
Make sure he don't make any trouble. I think.
Why Pierre?
Because she's scared of him. Right? Because Pierre just leave without waiting for her aunt say something.
Sure. Okay.
So I think Anna is pretty nervous and anxious. About Pierre.
Right. And then how does chapter finish?
I think finish with Pierre. He tried to find some group.
Yes.
And the conversation is profound.
Yeah. Well, no. The conversation is not profound. He's looking for a profound conversation. Yeah. So. And
finally, he found one group. One group looks like very.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened in that?
And then I remember. He's waiting opportunity for him to express his own opinion, I think.
Right. What's the analogy there? As many young people do.
As many young people. But you think he's not that kind of young people?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yes. Okay. And you also think he will now find that group with the conversation is very profound.
Think so. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Chapter 3. Anna Pavlovna reception was in full swing. That means full swing normally means swing means like you sit on the swing and you go back and forth.
Yeah, 秋千 swing.
Right? So full swing means you already like running well.
Kind of balance.
Not balance. You're running because remember when you begin swing you begin like small.
Yeah.
And then you go up and up more until you reach full swing. That's the best. Kind of like the best kind of thing, right?
Okay, best.
The spindles hummed steadily and ceaselessly on all sides. So what's spindles?
The spindle.
You know what a spindle is?
Anna?
You know what spindles are?
I don't know actually.
Yeah. So when you like a sew, sewing.
Yeah, sewing.
Sewing has a little string.
Yes.
String is put around a spindle.
Oh, that is spindle.
Yeah. So the spindle is spinning.
Yeah.
So
sure.
when you like sewing, that's had to spin because you can get more and
more strings.
So the spindles hummed. Hum means making a sound. Boo. A steady sound. And ceaselessly. Ceaselessly means not stopping on all sides. So what did you think the spindles mean?
Spindle just means they walk around and never stop.
Yeah, first of all, the author is using this as a picture of something, right?
Yes.
But he's using, besides a picture, what else is using?
Let me think.
Besides the picture, so you have the picture of the spindle, right?
Yeah.
Besides a picture, what else does he give you?
The spindle.
He give you a couple of things. He give you a sound.
A sound? Hummed.
Hummed steady. Boom, 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 right? And ceaselessly means like it doesn't stop moving. So, but that's part of the picture. So I just want to give you the idea that there's also sound involved. So what do you think? What do you think the spindles mean now?
Maybe means the people there. They divided to several group of people. Each group people talking.
Yeah.
And just like like
Yeah.
the sound.
Yeah. So it's like when you go to the restaurant, like it's a very busy restaurant, you know, like everybody's talking. You can almost not hear anyone, right? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
With the exception of the aunt. So there's only one person who's not like a spindle, and that's the aunt.
Oh, with the exception of aunt. Okay.
Right. Why is it not a spindle? Because nobody wants to talk to her.
Oh.
Beside whom sat only one elderly lady, with her thin, careworn face was rather out of place in this brilliant society. The whole company had settled into 3 groups. So besides her aunt, there's only one person sitting next to her aunt, another old lady.
Oh, beside who means aunt, right?
Beside, yeah.
Besides aunt, said only one elder lady, another lady, right?
Yes.
And the lady with her thin
Careworn. So she's face is thin.
and
careworn means like already kind of worn out, kind of old, you know,
old
careworn face. Was rather out of place in this brilliant society. So again, we got this idea of brilliant. Brilliant means full of light.
Full of light.
Light.
Oh, light. Okay, light.
The
So
whole
she is out of the
Yes,
bracket.
correct.
Okay.
So this company had 3 groups, main 3 groups.
Okay.
One, chiefly masculine. So chiefly masculine means mostly male. Had formed around the abbé. Abbé is a guy, religious guy. I already told you many
Religious
times.
guy.
Mario, Abbé Mario.
Yes.
Another of young
What's-
people,
Okay, can you stop? Chiefly masculine. What does mean?
mostly male,
Mostly line.
masculine,
What's this mean?
male,
Male. Chiefly, no.
mostly.
Mostly male. Oh, and form around this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another of young people was grouped around the beautiful Princess Elaine,
Oh, the prince's daughter.
Prince Vasily's daughter,
Oh.
and the little Princess Bokoskaya. So they were both probably together, these 2 princesses, Prince Elaine and Princess
They're in one
Bokoskaya.
book, one group.
Yes, very pretty and rosy. We already know about that.
Rosy means.
Rosy just means kind of, you know, your face can either be pale,
Pale.
right, which means kind of very white, or it can be a little bit rosy, which means a
Red?
little bit
Like a
color,
rose.
little bit red color. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Though rather too plump for her age. Maybe she was. I'm not sure why she's a little bit plump, meaning that a little bit not so thin for her age. I don't know why would they say that. And the third group was gathered around Montemart and Anna Pavlovna. So that's the last group. The Vicomte was a nice-looking young man. Vicomte is a Montemart. Okay. Montemart, yeah, he's a Vicomte, and I don't know what that means. Vicomte, maybe some title.
Okay.
The Vicomte was nice-looking young man with soft features and polished manners, who evidently considered himself a celebrity, but out of politeness modestly placed himself at the disposal of the circle in which he found himself. So he considered himself to be a celebrity. Celebrity means somebody famous. He himself.
Where celebrity?
Well, so is that line here? Who evidently considered himself a celebrity.
Celebrity means
Somebody famous, like a
Famous.
movie star.
movie star.
But out of politeness, again, we know this politeness come in again. Out of politeness, modestly placed himself at the disposal. So he because of politeness, okay,
Yes.
he modestly means like, again, not very humbly, not very, because he needs to put himself down. You can think of that way, right? He put himself in because he's a star, right? So so he needs to put himself not so high, modestly place himself at the disposal. Disposal means at the make myself free so I can talk to people. Disposal, right? I'm gonna make myself available of the circle in which he found himself. Okay. So basically, it's saying this guy, he thinks pretty high of himself, right? But because he still wants to be polite, he decides to put himself down to this circle of people. Okay.
Okay.
Anna Pavlovna was obviously serving him up as a treat to her guests. So so she's a hostess, Anna. So she's serving treats normally like this. I get a plate, I put some food in it, and
serving him up.
I give this food to my
As a
guests.
treat.
So who was she serving? She was serving the Montemart.
Montemart, the high, they think he's very high.
Right, but she's saying that she's serving him like
Serving
a plate,
him.
like food to her guests.
Okay.
As a clever maître d'hôtel, so like a clever, this means the boss of a hotel, if you want to think of, or of a house. Like the maître d'hôtel means like the boss of, or the main woman of the house.
Okay.
As a clever main woman of the house, serves as a specialty choice delicacy, a piece of meat that no one had seen in the kitchen would have cared to eat. So Anna Pavlovna served up her guests, first the Vicomte and then the Abbé, as peculiarly choice morsels. So she's saying, like, again, this food comes in, the plate we already know, right?
Yes.
And as a woman of this house, right? She also she's serving a specially choice delicacy. So delicacy means something very taste. It's normally very small. It's kind of like a small piece of food.
Yes.
But it tastes very good. That's kind of like a delicacy, kind of like small or very pretty made or whatever piece of food. And then she said a piece of meat anyway, that no one had seen it in the kitchen. So something like very would have cared to. Well, actually, it's interesting. So it's a piece of meat that no one had seen it in the kitchen would have cared to eat. So I'm not sure. I don't actually know why he says that way. But anyway, Anna Pavlovna served up her guests, first the Vicomte and then the Abbé, as peculiar choice morsels. So she served these guys as kind of food to her guests.
What is morsel?
Pieces of things. Morsel means something small, like a piece of something.
Piece of things.
Piece of food.
Peculiarly choice.
Choice means
You choose.
Choose, yeah. So choice, is a choice. So for example, normally if you have a bunch of little things, I throw away the ones that don't look so good. So now that becomes a choice stuff.
Okay, it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. The group about Montemart immediately began discussing the murder of Duke d'Enghien. I don't know. The Vicomte said that the Duke d'Enghien had perished by his own magnanimity, and that there were particular reasons for Bonaparte's hatred of him. Anyway, we can stop here, but Montemart is basically talking about somebody who got killed. This guy, Duke d'Enghien.
The murder of this guy already been killed.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that this guy died, perished by his own magnanimity. So he died, perished.
Perished means died.
Died, yeah, by his own. Magnanimity means magnify. You know what it means. Make it big, right?
Magnify made it big.
Right. So magnanimity means somebody's bigness in some sense, because this guy was doing many good things or many big things, right? So by his own. So he's saying he died because of his own bigness in some sense. Okay. And that the particular reasons and there are particular reasons that Bonaparte didn't like him. Okay.
And there were particular reasons for
Bonaparte's hatred of him.
Hatred means hate.
Yeah.
Because of Bonaparte hate him, and because of his own magnanimity.
Right.
So he already been killed.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably by the French, I guess.
By the French. Okay. You want to continue the
okay,
last
fine. We can read one more.
Okay.
Oh yes, do tell us about it, Vicomte. So see how she's saying, you know. So look at how she says something. You know, she's saying, oh, you know, he began talking about this, and then she's, oh yeah, please tell us more about it. So she's kind of like doing it this to
encourage him to.
No, it's actually
more.
Making so that all the guests can hear this guy more, right? With a pleasant feeling that there was something a la Louis XV in the sound of that sentence. Comptez-nous, what is this? Comptez-nous cela, Vicomte. Please tell us, right? Maybe it means tell us more. Tell us of it, Vicomte.
It's French,
yes.
Right? Okay, so Anna with a pleasant feeling.
Yeah.
Something in the song, that sentence. Please tell me more. Tell us
right.
more.
Right.
Okay, so Anna is help him to start the conversation maybe.
I think just make it so that it's more pleasant, because make it sound like since some people interested in him talking. So
okay.
when you know that there's somebody interested in them talking, they will talk more, right? So
yes. Yeah. So Anna is a very good host.
Yeah, she's trying, like I said, serving these two guys, which is trying to present to her the ideas.
Okay, let's finish today's class.
Okay, see you guys next time.
See you, bye bye.
Bye bye.